we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and admit everybody in.
Hi. Oh, here, I can work it now.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, Judge, I think we should be good to go. I don't see anybody else in the waiting room.
All right, very good. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Cuero Municipal Court.
1 second.
Good morning.
All right, everybody in? Okay, very good. All right, well, let me tell you how we work this. Each of you are in your own respective places, but it's the same as if we were having court in person. Let me go over a couple of things and tell you a little bit about what we'll do. You're all listening to me now, but when we get to your particular case, we will put you into the courtroom, and then we'll take up your matter, and then we'll do the same for each of you. The process is that I will ask each of you whether you understand the charges. I'll either read or explain them to you. And once you tell me that you do, we go then to the next stage of you telling me how you want to plead. In the law, we have 3 pleas: guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead not guilty, that means you're going to contest the charges. And then you will be put on what we call a pretrial docket. And that's a procedure that allows you to discuss with the prosecutor the facts of your case. I'm not a party to that. It's a judicial process that we found really across the entire country that's very helpful. It oftentimes resolves the matter short of a trial. So if you and the prosecutor reach an agreement, that is then presented to me, and if I think it's fair and reasonable, I approve it, and that takes care of your matter, and then you forego a trial. If you cannot reach an agreement, then you have the right to have your matter tried, and that's what our judicial system in this country is all about. You have a right to have it tried in front of a jury, which in municipal court consists of 6 people, or you can have it tried in front of me. We will talk about that when the time is proper and you make the decision. It's your constitutional right. If you are going to forego that by either entering a plea of guilty or no contest, the next stage would be for me to set some type of fine regarding your matter. Before I do that, I want to hear from you. If you have something to say, I'm going to listen to it. I'll take it in consideration. I call this a people's court, and what I mean by that is the majority of you are here apart from counsel. The vast majority, this is the only contact you're going to have with the judicial system. So I want your input in what your thoughts are on this particular violation that you received while you were in the city of Cuero. If you have any questions when your case is up, don't hesitate to ask them. We will try our best to go ahead and answer. Now, with that said, we're going to break out of the general session, and then we'll go to each of you individuals. So the first person I have is Ms. Martinez Angelia out of Atascosa. Are you here?
Present. Yes, sir.
All right. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you, sir?
Okay. All right. Feels like January or February instead of late April.
It really does.
Okay, let me tell you what I have. I'm looking at a document that was given to me, alleges that speeding 45 and a 30 while you were in the city of Cuero. You understand that as to why you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you want to plead that? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, that's going to be, we do 5 miles an hour over, you were 15 over, so it's a $75 fine plus the court costs. So it's going to be a total of $209. When can you pay that?
I need about 2 weeks.
I'll go ahead and put down that you get it paid within the next 30 days. I'll give you a little bit longer, just in case something comes up. So take it that way. Being from out of town, and this goes for everyone else, if you guys will go online and Google City of Cuero, and then when that comes up, when it says department, go to municipal court, type in your date of birth. The information should come up relating to your particular matter. If you have any trouble with that, give us a call and we'll help walk you through it. All right. Thank you,
Yes,
Ms.
sir.
Martinez. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, let's talk with Jeffrey Lucas.
Hello,
Jeffrey, how are you today?
I'm fine. Yourself?
All right. Did you get some of that bad weather the other morning up in Canyon Lake?
Oh, well, I live there. I've been working down in Cuero, so I'm here presently.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Well, welcome to the city. What I have in front of me is I have a alleged violation of a city ordinance for reckless driving. Let me see what the officer wrote. He said spinning tires and truck went sideways at a traffic light with heavy traffic. You understand why you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right. To that charge, you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead this morning?
No contest.
All right, sir. We'll go ahead and accept your no contest plea. Set the fine and court costs. It's going to be a total of $276. What I will tell you, based upon other folks that have come before me on a similar charge as far as the city ordinance, they have not reported that it affects your driving record. So hopefully this one will not. So you got $276 of obligation. How much time you need to take care of it?
I can pay it now.
All right, if you want to go online and take care of it, then we'll get it done. I'll make a little note that you're going to pay it today, which is the 21st of April.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, and slow down with them spinning tires.
No problem, sir.
All right, take care of yourself.
You too. Bye.
Okay, Nicole?
Yes, sir.
Good
I am
morning,
here.
how are you?
Good morning. I am good.
All
Sorry,
right,
I'm currently at work.
everything's in Austin,
It's pretty chilly down here.
all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm looking at alleged speeding of 43 and a 30. Do you understand that is the reason you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you want to plead to that? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I want to do no guilty. I'm not guilty. Sorry.
Okay. All right, what'll happen now is you'll get another notification from the court, and it'll tell you when you will have a conference with the prosecutor, and you will then discuss the facts of your case, like I said a while ago when we got started. And if you all can work something out, that's then presented to me. If you can't work something out, then you and I will visit about trying this thing in front of me or having it tried in front of a jury. Looks like we're going to crank up jury trials in June right now, the
Okay.
way things look. So we're going to start moving things a lot faster than what it's been the past year with this pandemic. So hopefully you can work something out. But again, you know, you're exercising your constitutional right, and that's what this country is all about. So thank you, and we'll see you the next time.
Sounds good.
All right, take care of yourself.
You too. Thank you.
All right, we have Kaylee. Now, Nolan,
Hello, yes, sir.
good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I am looking at the document that says you were written up on March 26th for driving while license suspended or invalid. Do you understand why you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right, to that charge, guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
No contest, sir.
What's going on with not having a license?
Well, I wasn't, of course, not supposed to be driving without a license. I was in Cuero for my boyfriend. He's working out of town. We were just stopped at the gas station. His hotel was right down the street. He said he was too tired to drive, so I did, and wasn't a good move.
Well, I understand that, and sometimes those things happen for different reasons. Uh, I'm, I'm concerned as to why you do not have a license.
Well, a couple years back, I did get into a wreck, and that led to my license getting suspended. It was suspended with some surcharges, and then when the surcharge act got, taken away, all surcharges were dropped. I still have a $800 fine on my license that I am not able to pay right now.
You probably had some type of judgment as a result of the accident, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, well, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and set a fine of $200. It's gonna be a total of $281, but I'm gonna go ahead and defer this for 90 days. What that means is you're gonna be on an informal probation, because there's a consequences for driving, and you understand that. But also, I want to make this where it's not gonna work as a problem for you getting a license once you get that $800 taken care of. So
Yes.
you pay the fine, the court costs. We're not going to report this to Austin, so it won't stop you or prevent you because you had a conviction while your license was suspended. You have any questions?
Thank you, sir. No, sir.
You're quite welcome. You have a good day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's talk with Ms. Serrano. Good morning. She's still muted.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm asking to unmute.
Yes, I'm sorry.
There
I
we
hit the
go.
wrong one.
Here we go.
Good
Okay.
morning. How are you today?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you. How are you?
All right, all right. Thanks for asking. I'm looking at something here of saying speeding 58 and a 30. You understand why you're
Yes,
in
sir.
court?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I
how
didn't
you want to
realize I
plead?
was.
How you want to plead to that?
I'm not sure if I'm guilty or the reason I really didn't realize I was going that
I
fast.
understand that, but the law says I got to get a plea from you before we can talk. I'm just trying to
Okay,
protect your constitutional rights. So
Okay.
guilty or no contest says guilty says you're admitting it. No contest says you're not admitting or denying it. Not guilty says you're denying it, and prove it up.
Okay. What was the last one? The
Not guilty.
no contents. No contents, right? Okay.
Right. That says you're not admitting or denying it. Most of the time, people plead that if there was some type of accident by that, but by pleading the no contest, then it cannot be used against you. And people do that all the time in my court. So if you understand and that's what you want to do, then we'll do it.
Yes, sir. I just didn't realize
Okay.
I was going that fast, but
Well, I want to know, because were you in that much of a hurry to get to Cuero, that much in a hurry to leave?
no, sir. I don't think. I just didn't realize it was. I guess I sped up. Going faster. I had just taken my mom out of dialysis there in Cuero, and I took her to go get something to eat, and we were coming back, and then all of a sudden she kept telling me I have a pain like back in her kidney area, and she was just groaning and moaning, and I'm going, oh my God, oh my God. So I was just trying to. I guess I was coming up. I live in Victoria, and I was trying to get back. I guess I didn't realize I was trying to see if I could stop somewhere and get her, because she kept saying, I got to get off. And I'm going, oh my God. And I didn't realize I guess my foot was just, I don't know, sir. I must have really been going faster than what I thought I was within that area.
Yeah.
I
All right,
did.
well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set a fine and court costs, fine of 200 and court costs 134. It's a total of 334. I'm going to accept your explanation that there was somewhat of an emergency, and I'm going to defer your sentence. In other words, I'm going to allow you to be on a probation period for 90 days. Now, what this means is you pay the fee, you pay the court costs. Once that's done and you don't get any other convictions during the next 90 days, we're not going to report this to Austin. So you're not
Okay.
going to have this go on your driving record if you succeed with the terms of what I've just set out to you. And you understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir. Just pay the fine and then starting what today's date, the 90 days prior when, I mean,
Yeah, we'll have everything probably dated to date. So 90 days
okay.
from today.
So
And
what
we'll
was,
we'll have some paperwork. It pretty well explains it. Since you're in Victoria, at the end of that 90 days, there's an affidavit for you to sign that says you hadn't had any convictions. So the special fee, the court costs, and that affidavit, and I get those, and I sign an order dismissing this case.
okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Judge, you do have two others that were on the docket today that you don't have pulled yet. We have
Okay.
Gladys Juarez.
All right, who's the other one?
And then Ashley Pompa.
Ashley who?
Pompa. It's Pompa.
Okay.
And I think Shamika, I'm not sure if the other docket sheets have made it to you yet or not, or she was going to be
They
sending
have
you.
not. I'm looking here and have not gotten anything in. Let me double check.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
she just said that she did send some other ones.
All right, I'm printing them now, so let me go ahead, and if we can take care, we'll take Gladys first.
Okay, yes,
On
sir.
the bring her in.
Okay, you're ready to go, Judge, for Gladys.
All right, good morning, Gladys.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
Doing good, sir. Thank you.
All right, I'm looking at a late speeding of 52 and a 30. You understand why the charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, to those charges, you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. How do you want to plead?
Not contest, sir.
All right, we'll accept a no contest plea. All right, the court cost and the fine is going to be a total of $244. When can you pay that?
I want to say I need like 15 to 20 days to pay that.
All right, I'm gonna put it here. You get it done within 30 days. That'll work for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, we'll do it that way. Thank you very much for coming to court this morning.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you take care. All right, let me speak with Ashley Pompa.
Hello,
Good morning. How are you?
good, at
All
work.
right, I am looking at an alleged violation of a city ordinance for dog and cat violation of running at large. Do you understand why you're in court?
Yes,
All right, to the charge, guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
no contest.
All right, tell me what's going on with your, I'm assuming a dog.
It's my baby. Yeah, she was in the yard. She was in my dad's property, in all of our property, but the surveyor was there in the property surveying, and she didn't know who he was. All she did was bark at him, and she got up close to him and barked at him, and it was in the line of my property and my dad's property, but she didn't have a leash on her. And that was, I'm sorry about that. But they currently have shot collars. They have a cage I just bought for them, so they're completely contained now.
Wait a minute. She was on your property?
Yeah, she was on the property line because my dad brought a survey out there to survey.
I
For more
understand
property?
that. I mean, what you do on your own property is your business.
Yeah,
I'm just not too certain I'm with this idea of writing you up for running at large when the dog's on your property.
Well, she was on the line. That's why they chose to write me
Well,
out
a
because
line is
she was,
pretty thin, you
yeah,
know? Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
I think I'm understanding. All right, you pled no contest. I'm gonna accept the no contest plea. Your court costs are $76. Fine is $1. Pay that within a week.
I'll pay it today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Goodbye. All right, let me see if those others came through. So excuse me just a minute. I want to see if my facts. All right, Amanda, I have Hernandez on, looks like we got some unfinished business on this one. Is that?
Yes, sir. I think Shamika said there should be 3 for Hernandez.
Okay.
You should have gotten one on Edward Vera.
I do.
And then there should be one on Charles Hobson.
I don't.
Oh, you don't have the Hobson one yet?
I do not.
Okay, maybe it's just taking a little bit to get to you to email because she said she emailed it over. And you had one additional one sign in on today's docket. It's going to be James Dodson.
All right, let me get Hopkins printed. It just came in.
Yes, sir. Hopkins.
All right, that, I believe that's what was all that was sent. Hobson was the last one that was sent. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
and then what was the other person's name who just signed in?
It's going to be James Dodson.
Dodson.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if we can find James's paperwork. All right, I have James's. All right. Right now, that's the folks we have left on today's docket.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay,
just
let's
those
talk
4.
with Mr. Hernandez on these outstanding matters.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hernandez, are you here this morning?
Let's see. Trying to get him to unmute. There we go.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, looks like we're seeing each other again. What's going on with these obligations? I already set some directives for you to get this paid. Doesn't look like it's working. What's going on?
Well, the problem is that I've been sick and I just had surgery on my toes and I ain't worked in 3 weeks, and I can try to pay a little bit every other week.
How much money you get a month?
I don't get nothing. I'm trying to get reapply for my unemployment because I'm filing for disability because I'm sick.
Yeah, where'd you have your surgery? What doctor?
Dr. Campbell.
Dr. Campbell here in Cuero.
Okay, well, you get me some documentation. I want to look at that documentation by next week to verify what you're telling me. This has gone on a whole long time now.
Yes, sir.
Since 2019.
Because I haven't been working.
Yeah, well, you've had a long time to get this taken care of.
Yes, sir. I understand.
So, and it doesn't look like much effort's going to make. You get me that information from the doctor, and I want to look at it next week. So your case is reset till next week.
Okay.
All right, let me talk with Edward Vera.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
All right, I'm showing here on your document, apparently, you made a last payment on November the 21st of last year and you still owe $75.
Yeah, I was supposed to do defensive driving, and I just completely forgot about it. And I live in Austin, and I rarely drive through Cuero, so I didn't think about it until I actually drove through Cuero recently, that I needed to do it. And I was just seeing what I needed to do from here.
Send the $75 in and we'll be through with it.
Okay, cool.
All right, get it in today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, James Dotson.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, I'm looking at a alleged speeding of 42 and a 30, 12 over. You understand why you're in court?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to plead the guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right. All right, court costs and fine to be a total of $194. Can you take care of that today, or you gonna need a little time?
If I could get a little time, is there any way I could do defensive driving for this one? This is my first ticket.
If it's your first ticket, yes, you're automatically eligible for that. So I'll go ahead and take off the fine. You do pay the court costs and a $10 fee, so you pay $144.
Alrighty.
And then what the process is, then you get your driving record from DPS, and
Okay.
then you go online. There are many courses out there for the driver safety course, and once you complete it, you'll receive a certificate and one to say court copy. You get that into us, and once we've had the fees and the court costs paid and get that certificate, then that does then take care of your matter. Now, this gets reported to DPS that you took the DSC. It doesn't show
Sure.
a conviction, but it'll be on your record that you took the driver safety courses. I'm starting to explain that more and more to people, because even though it doesn't affect your driving record, insurance companies look at it. So
Sure.
just be aware of that. All right. Thank you, Mr. Dobson.
Do I pay that online, or how do I get
You
that?
can, yeah, if you weren't on a while ago when I went over that, Google up City of Cuero, and then the departments will show up. Go to the municipal court, type in your date of birth, and that information should come up. And if you have any problem getting that done, just pick up the phone and give us a call, and we'll work with you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Let me go get Mr. Hobson's paperwork, and I'll be right back.
Trying to multitask here. I wonder, did I speak with you?
It was me. Yeah, I was gonna say, I never did get an email from you that you didn't send one, did you? Showing something of your incarceration?
Oh, I think I was supposed to. Dang, I forgot. Can I send that?
You can tell the judge about it, but right now if you were to send it to us, I don't have access to my email in here. It'd be back in the office, so it'd be kind of a little delay. So I don't know if that's something you can discuss with Judge.
I have the paperwork here.
Okay, yeah, you can discuss that with Judge Schroeder and see if he wants you to get it to us.
All right, let's go ahead and see what I have here. I have a possession of drug paraphernalia, a not guilty plea, a pretrial that was set for March, and then it was reset to November of last year. And then I show a warrant was issued. So what I'm getting from what I have in front of me, you didn't appear. Is that right, Charles?
Yes, sir.
What's the problem with coming to court?
Well, back in May of last year, I got incarcerated, and I've been in federal custody up until last Thursday. So I was released. I've been incarcerated the whole time. And I have paperwork to show that I've been incarcerated. And
Okay. That takes care of the warrant
also,
fee.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That takes care of the warrant fee. Now, what do you want to do? We can set this thing. We've got pre-trial set for, I believe, May, or if you want to, I think I was hearing something you were talking with my clerk about. You still want to maintain your not guilty plea?
Well, I mean, I've wrote to you a couple of times requesting for time served, and I was denied by you. And
I'll deny everybody for that, because here's the rules on that. And I don't understand sometimes how this got to be where it is. And I'm not complaining to
Can you
you.
give me a second, please?
I'm complaining more to our judicial system. I get requests every day about wanting time served. Well, how can I give you time served when you hadn't appeared in my court?
Right.
I mean, that wipes out the whole concept of our Constitution and what this country was founded upon about a due day in court. And I can't give you credit, credit on something where you hadn't been found guilty of. So that's just the way I see it, and so that's the way it is. So now let's talk about the issue at hand. We've got a pre-trial set for May the 20th, or if you want to change your plea, you can do that too. So tell me what you want to do.
I will change it to guilty as long as I can get time served. I feel like I've been incarcerated this entire time. I've been through a lot of stuff right now.
That ain't gonna happen.
I'm trying to at least get it reduced or something. Like I don't have the funds right now to pay anything. I just got out.
I understand that. We work
I'm
with
literally
people all
like
the time.
struggling right now.
We've had all kinds of conditions in the city of Cuero. We've had one of our largest employers left here a couple of years ago. We've had the oil field crash. We've had this pandemic. We've had a lot of things that have happened that haven't been good for the people of the city of Cuero and also the folks that come through. So I take that into consideration and I work with you. But let me just reiterate to you, I'm not going to give you credit for time served on an offense that you haven't pled to in my court. You right now have a plea of not guilty. If you want to change that plea, I'm willing to consider that. If not, we'll have you at the pretrial docket on May the 20th.
Oh, no, I'll change my plea.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and make a note here that on 4/21/21, you entered a plea of not guilty. I'm sorry, of guilty, from not guilty to guilty. I'm gonna go ahead and set a fine and a court cost. It'll be a total of $581. You're gonna get a fee to pay it. That's gonna be a total then of $596, and I'm gonna give you 6 months to get it paid. You can take it, and I'm not going to set up any kind of payment plan. You got 6 months to take care of it. I'm assuming you still live in Victoria?
No.
Where do you live now?
I live in Lake Jackson. I've been living in Lake Jackson.
What's your address there?
58 Cranberry Court, Lake Jackson, Texas.
58 Cranberry?
Cranberry Court, Lake Jackson, Texas.
What's
77566.
What is it?
Yeah, it's 58 Cranberry Court, Lake.
I got that. What's the zip code?
77566. Can you give me 1 second, please? 1 second.
All right, so we got 58 Cranberry Court, Lake Jackson, 77566. You got 6 months to take care of it. Go online, pay it however you want to. Questions?
And as far as the warrant?
The warrant is being withdrawn. I took that off because you were incarcerated, so it's $50 less than what it would have been. And the warrant's withdrawn today.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
No, sir, that'll be all.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
And then there were two, Judge.
Amen.
You want to go ahead and stop the live stream?
I think that's all the folks we have today.
That is, there's nobody else waiting.